everyone! Today is GitHub Universe Day. Are you really excited? Because I'm excited. My live streaming machine just turned off, right? Perfect timing. But it's just a screen, so it's okay. We're still live. I want to bring up, they're playing music, they're playing some awesome stuff, so let's bring that up. But what are you looking forward to today in the live stream? Let me know what you're looking forward to, and let me know what what talks you're looking forward to in the GitHub Universe. I mean, it's GitHub Universe. I've got a box to open while we're waiting as well. So I probably showed it to you just while you were waiting on the small camera, but on the big camera, I've got this to open. Or I shouldn't show you my private details. I don't want to dox myself, but from Microsoft, that's kind of upside down. I'm not sure what's in there. What do you think's in there? We'll open that in a second. Let me just let's get the actual event in the background. They've got some holding music, which I think looks really cool. And while that's playing, we'll open it. I love the chat that we had while we were waiting for the countdown to finish. That was awesome. It's great that you're really excited. GitHub Universe, this might be my first one, so I'm just as excited as you are. It's going to be great. They do have some really amazing talks, but the one we're going to start with today, I think in about 18 minutes, we're going to start with Nat's keynote, and I'm really excited that GitHub allowed us to have this awesome watch party. It's the first watch party I do, so let me know in the chat not only what talks you're looking to, but what you want to chat about. Ask me questions. I do have a little bit of insights what might be announced today, but there will be some new things that I'm not aware of. Of course, this is GitHub. They can have so many exciting things. So yeah, let me know what you're looking for. You can't hear me. How's my audio? Some people say they can't hear me. I'm hoping this is okay. Let me have a look. And I'm really excited to open this. We'll open this now because I don't know what it is. Can you not hear? Let me know. If you are watching, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel, and share it with your friends. And if you want to get a bit of a shout out to yourself, I do bring some chat messages onto the screen, but also feel free to take a screenshot, share something fun that you've had today, share it on socials, and I'll retweet it. So tag me and I'll retweet it. Therefore, we both get a bit of a shout out. Right, shall we open this box? Oh, people can hear me okay. Phew. Okay, someone scared me. Don't scare me. Let's bring up the holding page holding stream that GitHub have. And they're playing some pretty cool music. Let me know what you think. Can you hear that? It's a bit quiet. Let me turn it up. There we go, it's getting louder. How's that? Now you can hear it. Right. Can you still hear me with the audio up? I'm kind of ready to open this, but let me... I ripped it a little bit. Okay, let's see what's inside. What do you think's inside? Shall we ask our friend here? Excuse me. Am I pointing in the right direction? No, that way. What do you think it is? It's a present for me. Thank you. Hey, from California. Awesome. Yeah, where is everybody from? Let me know. Write in the chat where you're from. And are you looking forward to GitHub Universe and my first, and I think the GitHub Universe first watch party? I didn't even know what a watch party was until today. Right, let me just open that a little bit more. It's got... don't want this. I think I hit the screen behind me. Hey, we've got people from California, Nigeria, India, London. Way just down the road from me. Awesome. Cool. Okay, I'm opening it. It is... don't need this box anymore. A cushion with like a heart made out of the GitHub green squares. What do you think? Contributing. Yes. Awesome. I hope you like it. I will be sleeping with this later on. I do have some plushies and some other awesome GitHub swag. Hey, I got a donation. Umesh, hopefully I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Mohammed from Egypt. How you doing? Awesome. Good to see you again. Long time. Hope you're doing well. Although you did write on my video yesterday first, so you were the first there. Awesome. Okay, so a cushion, and I've got another GitHub box to open. So we'll do an unboxing video in a couple of weeks for that as well, because I've just published, I think a week ago, an unboxing video, like the huge box I had. It weighed like 10 kilos. You don't want too many unboxing videos from me. I think you kind of want more coding stuff, I'm guessing. Right. Can't see the green. Oh yes, because of the green screen. How does that look on the screen? Oh, I guess it's gonna like show through. There's me moving my hand behind it. Obviously, there's not really a hole, Eddie. That's really silly, but it's yeah. Okay, enough of that from me. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am really sorry, Christian. I am really excited about the talks that we have. So at the keynote today, and Nat, the CEO of GitHub, for sure is going to announce some awesome new features. What do you think the new features will be? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you think it will be. I have a few ideas. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but let me know what you think it is. The green scheme blends with the square. I know. Can someone take a screenshot of that? Let me hold that up one last time, and then I'll stop messing about and get really serious. If I put that over here, can someone take a screenshot? I really want to. I can't see what it looks like. So if you can take a screenshot, let me know what it looks like. And if you want, share it on socials just for a bit of a laugh, and I will retweet it. Tag me, and I'll retweet it. And yeah, we'll both get a bit of a shout out. Did you all get that? Let's have a look. Okay, how's the volume? Should I turn it down a fraction? Right, as you can see from the top, that corner, top left, top right corner, I think it is. Well, it's on my screen. We have 13 minutes to go. So let me know what you're excited about. I have got, well, no, don't pause it. I have got somewhere the agenda. Okay, it's fine. We don't need the agenda. We know what's happening, right? What's happening? I'm not sure. But you know, it's GitHub. It's going to have so many awesome surprises. And let's be serious now. Have you contributed to open source today? Like, let's be serious. Come on, have you contributed to open source today? Don't lie to me, because I will go check your GitHub accounts and make sure you have that green square. I can't do a square. That's kind of a square. I'll check your green squares for today. I'm in the way of it says Sarah Davis DJ. I was in the way of the name. But yeah, make sure you've done a green square for today, and it can be anything. It can be raising an issue, that you get a green square for that. Make sure it adds value to the project. Starting a discussion on our support repo, we do have the beta features of discussions and topics, and starting one of those will get you your green square for today. Of course, a commit and a pull request will also get you more green squares. But make sure you're adding value to the project. That's the most important. It doesn't have to be code, it could be documentation, it could be raising an idea on a bug. It's about adding value to the project. But any questions you have, let me know in the chat. I'll gladly answer those. I have ignored those for a few minutes, so I'll go catch up. And then during the keynote, let's see what our reactions are with the awesome, exciting features coming out. And if anything's said, do you want a bit of an explanation on? I'll try and like sneak in an explanation before the next kind of feature. This is my first watch party, so yeah, let's see how it goes. Are you having fun so far? I think it's great. I'm having fun. I've opened a box. I'm here with you awesome people. But let's have a check at the chat, and we can probably bring some of these up on the screen. I'm still laughing about the green square. Let's bring some of these up. Here we go. Can't see the green squares. Nice music. I can't take credit for this. This is all GitHub and the people they've been working with. Darker green squares. Check out Twitter. I took a green shot. Green shot? It's been a long day. I took a screenshot. Green. Yeah, you can see how I made that mistake. Shall we check out Twitter? Let me bring it up on this screen. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who else has gone to Twitter? Did you tag me? Let me see. I'm looking through my notifications. I don't see anything. You didn't tag me. Oh, there we go. It's come up. Took a second. Yeah, you get to see the video behind it. That is awesome. That is brilliant. I want to retweet that. So thank you very much, Grover. That's excellent. So, what are we expecting? What do we want from GitHub? Let me think. What new features? Like, if someone said to you, had a magic wand, and you had any feature that you wanted on GitHub, what would you ask for? Like real-time chat, video calling. If you could ask for anything, then we do actually have a discussion on GitHub where you can put some comments in of things you've learned from the conference. And that's again good to get your GitHub profile active, not just with code. You want it active with lots of stuff. Let's have a look. Which channel will I watch? Let me bring that up on the screen. Thank you for asking the question. We're just all gonna watch the keynote right now, and then I won't do a watch party for anything else today, but tomorrow or Thursday, if this watch party goes well, and you have fun, I know I'm having fun, then we'll pick out some other talks, and the ones that we pick out, we can do them as watch parties if you think that's fun and interesting. So you have to let me know how it goes. Let's have a look. It's on Discord too. Awesome. Cool. Feature for pairing code living like some other platforms. Yeah. I think there might be something. Yeah, like code spaces. I think. We have a mention of code spaces. Yeah. So I think we'll get maybe some mention around there. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Cross everything. Let's see. Just over 8 minutes to go. Don't forget, invite your friends to my live stream. Let me see if we can get some, beat the stats of GitHub's live stream. We can get some more watch party live streams so we can then do it again. Yeah, share it on socials, let your friends join, and type in the chat. 8 minutes 30, counting down. It's going to be exciting. Like I said, I've got a few hints to what's coming up. I'm not going to share it with you, I don't want to spoil it, but it's going to be really interesting, and yeah, it's going to be super exciting. And we spend so much time on GitHub, and they're adding so many amazing features. It's going to be great. The squares act like green screen. And they go purple because of the background. Exactly. That's so cool. I didn't even think about that until you all mentioned it, so that was great. Thank you very much for tagging me on Twitter with the screenshot. That's epic. Let me go retweet that. One by Brian. Yes, we've had Brian on my live stream before, and we were talking about GitHub Actions, and that was excellent. So yes, another talk on that. I think Brian's doing another talk on that. And Brian's hosting, I think, as well, a lot of stuff. So it's going to be interesting. Feature. We do have a feature request. I want to add expected time to GitHub project to-do list. Expected time, as in you think this is going to take like 1 day or 8 hours or something. Is that what you mean? So like an estimate. I've seen people do it with labels. I've seen people have a label like say time and then colon, and then they have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different labels from 2 hours, 4 hours, all the way up to like 20 hours. I prefer using points than time purpose, using the agile methodology. I know a lot of places do want to use time, but yeah, it's not always that clear cut because some items have a bigger risk, I suppose. Mohammed, you know your stuff. I'm not going to share that, explain that because you know it already. It's more for the other people watching who might be new to the industry. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of time, but I know a lot of people still use it. David, looking forward to Kelsey's talk. I hope I pronounced that right. About Kubernetes, other cool stuff. Yeah, I've seen Kelsey talk before, and yeah, really, really great, really engaging. Love that. Hey Luke, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Great to have you here. Your video on Brad's channel was great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Positive feedback always helps. It gives me so much energy and motivation to do more. And thank you so much for your feedback on people who you want to see come back. We have Debbie coming back in January, so we're really excited about that. We'll talk about Nux.js and open source. Just over 5 minutes to go. I should have brought some sound effects where you can go, da-na! Let's have a look. Our feature request, create branch issue directly from Jira or Bitbucket. Yeah, I don't use Jira or Bitbucket, so I kind of see if you use those, but then why would you create a branch from the issue that's in Jira or Bitbucket? I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I kind of makes sense. And also, when you raise an issue, if you have like some automation, I suppose, where you could probably do that with a GitHub action, actually, not completely answering your question, but if you raised an issue, you could automatically create a branch with the issue name, because each piece of work will have an issue and will have a branch, but not all issues have code changes. They should though. They'll have some sort of Git changes, not necessarily code, maybe documentation or tests. That could be an interesting GitHub action. There's probably one written already. I think there's over 6,000 open source GitHub actions that you can use just with a few lines of YAML, which is epic. Points are fine too. Do you think GitHub will add the feature in the future? Because I think you can do it with labels, maybe not, but if it's with labels, everyone will do it differently, right? I've seen some people write point, colon, and then one Fibonacci sequence. I've seen people write P colon or X colon. And the problem with that is if you ever want to use the API to calculate how many points you're doing per sprint and get some graphs and so forth, then everyone's named it differently. So I hope GitHub do. I'll give them a nudge, and when I have another meeting with them soon, and I say, hey, we want to have some extra fields where we can log this information that's consistent across projects, across clients, etc. And I'm going to turn the volume down ever so slightly of that music. And so, yeah, I think it's a good suggestion. We will raise that. I like that. What else? How are we all doing? You're still awake? We've got 3.5 minutes. We're just under. This is epic. And we've got like 35 people on the stream. I think that's like my max number already. So I just want to say, you're all awesome. So that's great. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for inviting your friends and sharing your socials. Let me check out Twitter. What have I got on Twitter? Have I got more notifications? 9 notifications in the last few minutes. Let's have a look. Loads of people. I'm just going to go through and retweet these. Thank you all so much. This is epic. I love these. They're so much fun. Yes. Love that. Let's retweet these. These are awesome. Thank you all. That's really made my day. So what an amazing day today. GitHub Watch Party, GitHub Universe, and some awesome tweets. I really, really appreciate that. One of them's been flipped round. I kind of like the creativeness. That's cool. Let's have a look. I really like it. That's awesome. Okay, you're ready. I see you're ready on Twitter. That's good. I'm just going through retweeting these. These are epic. How long we got on the clock? 2.5 minutes. We have to be ready. I want to be quiet when it starts. Super excited. Love these. I'm retweeting them all. They're excellent. But keep them coming throughout the live stream. If you want to take more screenshots and just add something you've learned or something that you thought was interesting to your next tweet, and then I'll retweet them still. But again, I think like with open source, you want to try and the screenshot is value, but if you can make it even more valuable, it's more likely to kind of go viral and so forth. So if you can say, new announcement by Nat on feature XYZ, then and share a screenshot, then I think people are more likely to like it, retweet it, and you grow your channel that way in your network. I'm going to retweet it for you either way, so do tag me and I will do that. 1.5 minutes. Who is super excited? Let's have a look. Start. 1 minute 20. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got some more chat. No, you're awesome. Thank you very much. How about we're all awesome? Because we're all here, we all love open source, and we all think the community is really important. So that's great. Look forward to Swift's talk on tech internships. Mongo, when is Swift's talk? I can't remember when that was in the schedule. Let me know. Interested to know. I want to catch that one too. Too bad in Europe it's quite late. I hope they upload the recording soon after the event. Yeah, I think west of Europe, India and Asia, it's even later. But yeah. Oh, you can see VV. It's 11 p.m. Here it's 5:15 in the UK. I think someone asked me. Yeah, someone did. Stancy, hopefully I pronounced that right. Stansiu. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I can't even pronounce my own name correctly. But 7:13, so we're like 2 hours behind you in the UK. Yes, 5:15 here. I didn't bring that up. Brought it up now. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Right, let me go through the chat real quick. And let's have a look. Eddie, what are you expecting from this keynote? Oh, I don't want to give you any spoilers. I do have a few surprises, so I don't want to give any spoilers. Oh, but I think we're starting. Eddie, be quiet.
Good morning. Welcome to GitHub Universe. Today, we are going to walk you through how we use GitHub at GitHub, and along the way, show you some of the really cool new features we've been building. Let's check it out. I start my morning with the GitHub mobile app. I check out my notifications, and I catch up with my favorite communities. GitHub Discussions makes this so easy. We announced it a few months ago as a great place for Q&A and open-ended conversations, and today we're announcing that every open source community can try GitHub Discussions with our new public beta. Just head to your repo settings and turn it on right now. We've learned a ton from the communities that have already been using Discussions, and we've added some great new features like customizable categories and native support in our mobile apps. It's awesome.
Do you use the mobile app, everyone?
Oh, this is a really interesting idea that came from the community. I actually think we should work on this. So I am just gonna @mention Ryan to see if he can figure it out.
That was epic. I like that. What did you think? That was really good. I need to up my video editing game.
Hey Leo, check this out. Nat just pinged us. Huh. That is a great idea. Let's open an issue and get started.
We just started.
Discussions is where your community has open conversations or asks questions or just hangs out. The issues is where you go to plan and track the work that has to get done. Maintainers always tell us that if you're gonna have a healthy project, it's crucial to separate the work that's happening on that project from your community's conversations. That's why we created GitHub Discussions and GitHub Issues. Issues has all the project management tools like boards, labels, assignees, and anything else you need to share, plan, and prioritize across GitHub. All right, I need to loop in Neha. She is the animation expert on the team. Let's not mention her and see if she can help. Hope she's not too busy. All right, Leo, gotta run. Text me if you need anything.
Such an awesome
Ryan. All right, I think Ryan wants some help coding up animation. Let's take a look at the issue. With the new GitHub CLI, not only can I read issues from the command line, but I can also clone repos and work with pull requests and more. It looks like we need to add P5.js to animate some of our SVG-based octocats, but it isn't in our dependencies yet. Let's add it real quick. We're just getting started, but I like to open a pull request on my first commit and mark it as draft so that the squad knows that it's time to get in formation.
That's really good. Use draft usually towards the end. It's a really good idea to actually use it earlier so you know what to expect. That's a pretty cool idea. You're all pumped. This is good. I see some names here. Do you recognize any names? We've got Brian.
Nice job!
Looking at the PR, we can see that there's some new dependencies to power these animations. We should give them a once-over. That's super easy with our upcoming dependency review tool that's built into pull requests. It automatically surfaces security vulnerabilities and helpful information about the added dependencies when you preview the package JSON. I see we're pulling in a couple of libraries that have vulnerabilities, so I'll need to update these to the patch versions before we merge this. P5.js is a key dependency for animating these octocats, and we want it to be something we can depend on for years to come. So why don't we invest in it, yeah? Let's look at the repo. Yes, we can fund them with GitHub sponsors.
GitHub sponsors.
I'm busy coding though, so I'm gonna delegate this up. Let's ask Nat to help out with this.
And now,
Thank you to all my GitHub
sponsors.
With GitHub sponsors, you can fund the open source projects you depend on and the developers you admire. GitHub sponsors has already been a game changer for developers, including some who've been able to quit their jobs and go full-time as professional open source developers. They don't work for any single company, they work for the internet. Now, we want open source to thrive for years to come, and given that every company in the world now depends on open source, we know our community can do more. So starting today, companies can sponsor projects and developers through their existing billing relationship with GitHub. So let's sponsor this project. Leading companies from around the world have already joined us in supporting open source maintainers through GitHub sponsors. All right, I'll let Neha know we've done it. And now, it's time for lunch.
Now that we're sponsoring P5JS, I'm even more excited to use it in our project, which means that this PR is ready to go.
What was Nat making?
Let's mark it as ready for review to kick off the code review process.
Whatever it was crazy.
Since we have a code owners file in our repo, GitHub automatically assigns and notifies the team members to review the changes. The team can leave comments and even suggest changes for me. And now for the coolest part. Manually merging a pull request is nice and all, but how about we let the robots do the work here? Check out auto merge. Now, when your branch protection rules are met, your change is approved, and your checks are green, GitHub can automatically merge your pull request for you. Just tell GitHub how you want to merge with a commit, rebase, or squash, and we'll make it happen.
Did it say auto merge?
I just need to rely on one more human, and that human is Ryan. Where is Ryan anyway?
Let me know in the chat what it was. I think it was auto merge. I didn't know that was coming. Auto merge is quite good. Pass all the checks.
Whoa.
Bam, merge it in.
It looks like Nea cranked this out already. Let's check out the pull request.
it was
give it an
auto-merged,
approval so we can ship it. With GitHub Mobile, not only do I get push notifications for things like comments, but I can keep working on any of my repositories no matter where I am. Let's jump to Nea's pull request and take a look. With UI changes like this, sometimes it's hard to know if everything's working just by looking at the diff. Sometimes I actually need to run the app to see the changes.
Yes.
This calls for a code space.
Code spaces.
GitHub
Is
Code
this a game
Spaces
changer?
gives me a complete dev environment right in my browser,
From the iPad.
even on an iPad. It's like an infinite dev box configured in code, just how you need it. And since Code Spaces is built on top of Visual Studio Code, it gives us a fully featured editor right in my browser, complete with built-in terminal access and shell access.
And if you have a repo in your GitHub account called .files,
While my
you can
application is
configure it
running
with
on a
plugins and
container in
everything else
GitHub,
locally
I can securely
and-
connect to it right
Code
from my
Spaces.
browser.
I'll write that in the chat. .files. It's a game changer. Check out .files. It's
Whoa.
awesome.
Lowercase h. That's a bug. Let's fix it real quick.
Imagine having all the same plugins, themes on code spaces as in your local development environment, laptop or your desktop. .files, GitHub repo, .files sorts it all out for you. Check it out, it's magic. You can even do like
Now I can just
other
commit and
dependencies.
push this change right
NPM
from my code
dependencies,
space.
global, just config file. I've got one on my project. Let me share with you the link. One sec. You shouldn't copy someone's .file, but you can take it for inspiration. So do have a look at that and check it out. Use it as inspiration. Able to check PRs and run a bit of code. Such a game changer.
Yeah, I'm gonna snooze that notification. Brian's got my back because he's doing deploys today.
Brian! Hi, Brian!
Yo, I love getting a good notification. When we're building software, we turn to GitHub Actions. As you can see, we already have actions up and running in our repo for pull requests and CodeQL automatically looking for security vulnerabilities. With our tests all green, I think it's time to kick off this deployment. GitHub Actions is so much more than CI. It can react to any GitHub event to manually trigger a deployment. Let's start by publishing a new release.
Do you all use GitHub Actions? Write in the chat. Let me know if you use GitHub Actions because it's just amazing. It's really straightforward.
As soon as our release is published, our deploy workflow is automatically triggered. So let's take a closer look at these two new legit features, starting with our new Workflow Actions Visualizer. This new UI is fresh. You can see exactly what's happening in your workflow, how steps and jobs relate, and even what state they're in. For example, here we're running the final minification and bundling steps in parallel while regenerating our project's documentation before we deploy out the staging. Now we're ready to talk about the final workflow step. Also new to GitHub Actions is the ability to require manual approvals for action workflows. You can set protection rules and give each environment dedicated secrets. That means you can make shipping painless while also making sure authorized team members can deploy to production.
Check out snapshots.
Staging is looking legit and everything's looking hella green. So I'm gonna approve this deployment to go to our production environment. And with that, our deployment is live. GitHub Actions is becoming more powerful by the minute.
There's over 6,000
open source actions in the GitHub marketplace, you can build and automate just about anything. Real talk, you can even order a pizza.
What? You can order a pizza?
Yo, this is legit. Let's tell the community this is crispy.
What? Let's do that now. Discussions again. Go play the discussion. I'll say the link in the chat.
Tens of millions of developers use GitHub, but so do hundreds of thousands of companies, including some of the biggest in the world. For those users, we've been hard at work adding all the new features you saw today to GitHub Enterprise Server, so you get all the power of the best teams in the world running on your company's network. That includes GitHub Actions, packages, code scanning, and support for the native GitHub mobile apps. All of this is available in a major new release we call GitHub Enterprise Server 3.0. This is the biggest release we've done of GitHub Enterprise Server in years. Okay, that was an awesome day. The team went from an idea that came from our community all the way to production using discussions, issues, the new CLI, our native mobile apps, code spaces, pull requests, code review, branch protection, continuous deployment, advanced security scanning tools. You saw it all. At GitHub, the thing we care about the most in the world is developer experience. Yes. So whether you're an open source developer, you work at a company, or you're a student just getting started, our job is to make it easier for you to build amazing things. That's why we're here. So we hope you enjoy the conference, and we'll see you soon.
Actions. I know you all love Actions, and if you haven't used Actions before, do check it out. You can get started with just a few lines of the YAML. We've got some community actions in our GitHub organization. If you want to join our GitHub organization, just raise an issue on our support repo, and you get a green square for today, and we'll send you an invite. Shall I get you a link to our GitHub organization?
What a day.
Hey Nat, you're up late.
Hey Diana, sorry to bother you, but it is just so bright. Where are we with dark mode?
I've been trying to ping you in Slack. It's been ready for ages.
You're waiting on me? Oh man, it must have been the time zone. Sorry if I missed your
Who
message.
wants dark mode?
Yeah, because it's like 19 hours difference between San Francisco and Sydney. This has been ready for 6 months.
Oh, do you think you can resend the approval to me?
Yeah, let me quickly deploy it for you.
Open source is about people, communication, and collaboration. Code is secondary. Dark mode. Come on. That's too dark. Can't see anything. Here we go, here we go, here we go. You ready? Dark mode. What we've all wanted for ages, it's now here. That's very cool. Who is going to use dark mode? Let me know in the chat. Are you going to use dark mode? That looks slick.
Whoa.
Nat!
What was that?
Nat! Are you okay?
Is it real? It's awesome.
Keynote terminal. Check out live stream. This is genius. I want to steal that for some intro of my videos. Thank you for that. Awesome feedback. Oh, these animations, by the way, you can get them for your desktop as a background. So they have on the website GitHub Universe, they do have assets, and you can download these for free to put as a backdrop, mobile, desktop. They have a whole raft of things you can download. Go check it out. Looks awesome.
Hi everyone, and welcome
Hi.
to GitHub Universe. This is GitHub's premier product and community conference, and my name is Kath, and I am so excited to be here.
Me too.
Yeah, and I'm excited too. I'm B.
Hi,
Dougie.
Brian.
I go by Brian, but I go by B. Dougie on the internet, and coming at you live from Oakland, California.
Yeah,
Hi
and
from
I'm
London.
coming at you live from San Francisco, California. And
Hi,
I've
San
been at
Francisco.
GitHub for 3 years, and my first week at GitHub was actually my very first universe. And I had rose-colored glasses on back then, and I still do today, even though we're coming at you from all over the world virtually. I think it's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm wearing clear-colored glasses, so I'm not sure what you mean, Kath,
got the
over
same
there. But
earpieces, Brian.
this is my
I'm
fifth
as
universe,
cool as
actually. So I had
Brian.
the honor of attending as an attendee for the first couple years, and now as an employee for the past couple years. But super excited, and super excited actually to check in with you on social.
Yeah, definitely. We've got lots of people tweeting at us, hashtag GitHub Universe, and we've got Allison Joyce here, who's talking about our Play channel, and DJ Dave
Someone take a
low on her
screenshot of
mind
the
right
three
now.
of
So
us and
keep
share
those
on
tweets
Twitter,
coming.
and
We
I'll
want to hear
retweet it.
from
Tag
you
me.
all throughout the day. And if you want to just ping me
Sorry,
or B
Kath.
Dougie, go for it. I'm Simsoka on Twitter, but use the hashtag GitHub Universe.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, Brian, I want to talk a little bit about that keynote. That was really awesome. And I'm really excited. So personally, I'm really excited about the auto merge feature. I work on our documentation team, and we just open sourced all of our docs. And so we're getting contributions from all over the place. And that means that things are changing all the time. So instead of sitting there and babysitting a PR, we can do what Neha said and just let the robots
Dark mode is
handle it,
live. Check out
which I
GitHub.
think is fantastic. We use GitHub discussions all the time too. And I'm really excited that now if you run a public project, an open source project, you can use GitHub discussions. And we use this all the time for a ton of our collaboration, and it has made things super smooth. Brian, I'm wondering what are you most excited about?
Yeah, I mean, so real quick, I'm B Dougie Yo on Twitter, so hit me up there. I add the Yo because as a dad who plays games who's B Dougie, and it's kind of awkward when you mention him, so make sure you mention me with the Yo. But that keynote was pretty legit, I guess I should say. And my favorite part about it was was dark mode. Actually, I've been testing around dark mode for the past couple weeks. A lot of my open source fanatics actually have not seen me streaming for a while because
Dark mode
I've
is
been hanging
live.
out with all these new features. And actually, I'm really impressed on how they sort of just dipped it directly in the paint and then like painted it completely with dark mode. But obviously, there's way more tech that goes into making this dark mode happen. And I'm looking forward to y'all learning more about this in the keynote, in the conference. But also, speaking of the keynote, my second favorite part was definitely, the continuous delivery deployments with actions. Whoever that guy was, he should get a raise. But I want to know, actually, we both want to know what your favorite part about the keynote was. Definitely grab some screenshots, hit hashtag GitHub Universe. And actually, real
Brian, you're
quick,
stealing my line.
I'm going to take a picture of my screen
I'll do my hair, Brian.
and my setup, and I'm going to tweet that out and
let me
check
do the
out my
same.
Twitter. You can actually check out my setup. We want to actually see
my phone.
where you're watching Universe from. We're all mostly from home. Maybe you're back in the office in those in Perth, Australia,
Don't
who's
go,
now
Brian. I'll take a picture of
opened
you and
up,
Kath
which
and
is
me.
amazing for you.
Geeking
I'm so
out.
happy for you out there in Australia. But let us know where you're watching
my
from.
camera not
And
working?
Kath, speaking of Twitter, do you want to
Everyone watching
run
wave.
down
I'm
some
going to take a
tweets?
picture.
Yeah, definitely. So I mentioned Allison's, and now you're looking at her tweet. So she is over in the Play channel. I'll go over all our channels here in a second, but Allison Joyce using that hashtag GitHub Universe, and she is talking about our DJ, who's over there in the Play channel, who, like I said before, blowing her mind. And so if you loved that, be sure to check out the Play channel. And just Brian, I've mentioned the Play channel, I've mentioned channels. Do you want to give us a little bit more context about kind of what's going on with this?
Yeah. So this year, GitHub Universe was actually our first year streaming it live. So we're streaming it live, broadcasting over 5 continents, which if I did my math right, that's almost most of them. So across the world, through the internet, right here on GitHubUniverse.com. I know some of you are watching us from Twitter and other places, but definitely check out GitHubUniverse.com. And today is day 1 of 3. So we have 5 hours of content for the next 3 days, which I'm actually super honored and privileged to be here hanging out with you, Kath, for the next 3 days. But yeah, do you want to give us more context on the channels and what people can find on the different ones?
Yep, you see them up there on your screen right now. So this time around, we're doing things a little bit differently than what we did for GitHub Satellite in the spring. So we have channels to help you hone and navigate exactly where you want to go and what you want to see throughout these 3 days. And so we've got the developer channel. That's where you are right now with me and B-Dougie. And then we've got the enterprise channel, and we have university, and that's for college students and faculty. And then we have the Play channel, which was what Allison was talking about. And that's really a really entertaining channel, entirely dedicated to these inspiring sessions that really push the boundaries of how we understand and interact with code. So we want you to go have a look at the developer. Obviously, you're here, enterprise, university, Play, but always come back here, hang out with me and B-Dougie. But go and check those other ones out if you want.
Love to hang out with you guys.
And just a heads up, when you do switch over, the channels will be muted. So each time, just make sure you unmute so you can hear everything. And to even further help you navigate and have the best universe that you can have, we've actually themed each of these days. Cool. And so today's theme in the developer track is secure development. And then tomorrow we're going to have DevOps.
Everyone watching,
and then
what's your interest?
On the third day, we're going to have my favorite, which is open source communities.
Yes, open source communities. I will.
Excellent. And my favorite thing to do is channel surfing as well. So GitHubUniverse.com, you can actually switch between the different channels that Kath had just mentioned. So if you want to pop in on the Play track, you can listen to music. But the enterprise track is hosted by Martin Woodward and Dana Lawson. Shout out to Martin, who's my boss. Definitely haggle him. Let him know to review my PRs before the end of the day, because I got to get some work done today as well. So, and I know you want to get work done. So definitely keep the tabs open. Keep all those teams and Slack open as well as we sort of progress through the day. And there's also another great programming as well. On the university track, we do have Elise Hollowed and Juan Pablo as well, who will be hosting the university content. It's a pun. I don't know if you guys actually caught that, university. I can slow that down for you. But yes, that's our education
sorry, Brian. It's
content.
been a long day.
Yeah, so that's our education content. So definitely hang out with them and check out that content. Juan and Elise have been involved in the education program for quite some time.
Hanging out with GitHub
and
people.
They want to hang out with you as well if you're part of the education program, or you just want to get involved.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Kath.
So I also want to mention real quick that you can build your own schedule for GitHub Universe. So if you go to githubuniverse.com/schedule, definitely hit the favorites, hit that heart button, the icon, and it'll create a list for you. I've actually pinned my favorites on the list. So if you go to my Twitter, BDougieYo, you'll see my pinned tweet. I do have a tweet that has all the talks I'll be listening to today. Which is going to be in the best track.
Oh, cool! Let's create
the next 3 days, which is the developer track. If don't at me. I'll just let you know. The best track, the best hosts are right here. So build up your schedule, share your schedules with your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers. Drop it in your chat platform of choice. I'm super excited to at me on that. Don't at me on the best channel, but at me on what your schedule is. Also, don't worry about FOMO as well, because you don't have, if you're going to miss a talk because you got to go look at lunch or you got to go, handle a PR, you can actually watch after 24 hours from today. You'll be able to watch all the videos from today, tomorrow as well. So you can go to githubuniverse.com and we can go to the videos on demand section and watch all those videos that you may or may not have missed. Or if you just want to watch my talk twice, because I'll be giving a talk tomorrow as well, because you'll want to watch that twice. But I said all that. Kath, do you want to talk about how people can engage with the speakers in the next couple of days?
Yeah, definitely. So we have, just like we did for Satellite, we have GitHub discussions, and we want you to engage with us on discussions. You can talk to us on discussions while you see each of the speakers going through their sessions and come up, you can come up with your questions. You can interact with people actually right on discussions. We're going to have subject matter experts, people who really understand what the speakers are talking about, what the products are and the features are, and what's coming up for those products. And so you can ask them questions, you can give them feedback right there during their session. And then the speakers are going to hang out actually for about 30 minutes after each session to continue to answer your questions and engage with you and take your feedback and ideas and all of that stuff. So go to githubuniverse.com/discussions to ask your questions and let us know how we're doing, how you're thinking about all of the different products and features that we're launching.
Yeah, and we're talking about githubuniverse.com a lot. There's a lot of features like packed into this site. But wait, there's more. We do have a swag shop. So if you want to go ahead and customize your Octocat, feel free to do that. You can actually get yourself stickers from that as well as browse some of the GitHub swag as well.
Take a picture.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of creating your own Octocat, I'm way ahead of you, Brian. I've already generated my very own Octocat, and you can check it out. I actually tweeted about it. You can check it out. What's that?
I was saying you're a real go-getter.
Yeah, I love it. And I even named her. So her name is Mogwai, and she's hanging out on my Twitter, like a really good Octocat. And you can actually, if you go, you can create your own Octocat. You can email it to yourself. You can share it on Twitter. Use that hashtag GitHub Universe and let us
Custom
know.
Octocats.
Show us your Octocats. We want to see them. Let us know the name of them. And you can also, if you want, you can get your Octocat printed on some really sweet GitHub swag, like sweatshirts, mugs. The sky's really the limit. Cool. So you can create your own Octocat, get it printed, take it with you. And if you didn't notice, I have a lot of Octocats around. These are my Octocat backup dancers for me all throughout the day. I don't even know how many there are. There's a lot. See if you guys can count them all.
Also you can actually check out the Keynote that we just saw too as well. There's a lot of hidden Octocats in the background, so definitely screenshot those and let us know where you find them. But also continue down the path of this website. Head over to the Connect tab on githubuniverse.com to be part of the global community. We've done some orbital events that we've done the past couple of days. I know AdaCats, our ERG, our women's ERG trainings in mentorship. I was part of an event last week called Floss and Code as well, which is a hackathon. So check out those events that are happening this week in addition to GitHub Universe. And Kath, do you want to tell us a little bit more about what's happening at the end of the week too as well?
There's more.
Yeah, definitely. So at the end of the week, we have a bunch of workshops that are going on, and you can sign up for those workshops on the website that Brian keeps talking about. It's an awesome website, githubuniverse.com. And if you have questions about anything, if you're trying to figure something out and you want to sit down with somebody who knows a lot about GitHub, then you can do that in one of these workshops later on in the week. And I just want to give everybody also a reminder about what today's theme is. We're talking about secure development. And we have our very first session coming up pretty soon. And that is about catching vulnerabilities early with GitHub. And following that, we're gonna do a deeper dive into code spaces. And then we're gonna listen to a talk about the Metasploit framework. And coming up on the enterprise channel, we have a look into code spaces, and then we're following that up with YouTube DL, maintainers and their impact, and then delivering code to car with tech time. Also, I just want to know, watch for another code spaces session later on today here in the developer channel. It's great. It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, and finally, right before we get started with the first session, I just want to take a timeout and talk about our wonderful sponsors who help put GitHub Universe together. So these are all the sponsors here you can see on the screen, which I'm going to practice on where to point. Yeah, it's over here. Yeah. So here on the screen, you can see all of our sponsors. You can click through, see the videos that they made. They made a lot of demos about how they leverage GitHub, how you can leverage GitHub. They're also going to be doing some giveaways throughout the week. So if you want to win some prizes, you want to interact with some of our sponsors and their engineering teams and their product teams, definitely check over to that tab or to githubuniverse.com/sponsors, and you'll see the list of those sponsors we can click through.
I won't be sleeping tonight.
And yeah, just hang out with them throughout the week.
Nice.
But with that being said, I think it's time. I think this entire conference is literally legit. It's too legit to quit. So don't remove yourself from the tap yet, because we have our first talk coming up right now. And I'll go ahead and intro the session as well.
Theme you want. So I think
as Kath mentioned earlier, the first session is going to be about catching vulnerabilities early with GitHub. And I personally love this because I recently, a couple months ago, I actually created my GitHub profile page, my README page, as a MySpace page. And I actually leveraged actions to actually build this. It's a theme. Cool. I love using actions, and I love talking about how to build actions, like
stay up all night
and stuff like that. But basically, whenever you add an issue, add yourself to the MySpace page, you get added to my README. And it turns out I had a vulnerability in the way I wrote my actions and a little bit of the Ruby. And I was able to catch that later because someone told me, hey, this is not secure. But what I love about this talk is they're going to talk about how they can leverage all these features at GitHub to catch those vulnerabilities before you get that deployed to production. So coming up, we've got Maya and William. Maya Kaczorowski is Senior Director of Product Management and Software Supply Chain Security. Maya's actually, fun fact, she's passionate about ice cream and making ice cream, as well as puzzles. So definitely ask her about that in the GitHub discussions coming up. And then we have William
Bartholomew
as well, who's a staff product manager at GitHub. And he brings a lot of extra flavor as well. Not ice cream, but he's actually a member of the Issaquah Arts Commission. So definitely ask him about that. Remember to engage in githubuniverse.com/discussions to ask questions for Maya about this talk. And I also wanted to throw out, you can rate all the sessions too as well. So if you really enjoyed the session, definitely let us know, because it will. Yeah, it's actually right below right now. Actually below Kath, but we'll figure out the pointing everywhere. But yeah, so definitely rate the session. Let us know how you enjoyed it, and I'll stop rambling and I'll toss it over to Maya and William. So here we go.
I'm going to let you all watch this talk by yourself. I have to go do some client work, but thank you all so much. Don't forget, in the description below, there is a link to our our Discord, if you want to chat between live streams and videos. And then in the next few days, we will have some more watch parties. Let me know in Discord or raise an issue. We do have a support. we do have a support ticket. Shall I bring that up, and then I can quickly show you. So if I quickly show you, in our organization, we have here in our support dog mode. Let me make it bigger. 1 second. Sorry, I got a bit excited. In our support repo, we do have discussions, and we do have what. Where is it? I have one somewhere. GitHub Universe, day 1, right down here. So I have started. Let me know here what talks you want to go see, and also share what you've learned. Get involved in the conversation, and then we can see what everyone's listening to. We can share tips, because there's quite a few sessions going on at one time. I think it'd be really good to share some tips, and then we can do some more watch parties with some up and coming events over the next couple of days. Open source communities on day 3 is definitely going to be my favorite. So I'll try and catch up with my client work and see what's going on. Thank you all. Let me just see the chat. How was our first watch party? Anyway, I'm not going to talk for too much longer, because I want you to go and watch the official live stream, and you can let me know on what I missed, because I have to go do some client work. You can let me know what I missed. Share it in this discussion. Let me share a link with you in the chat. Thank you all so much for joining. Paste. There we go. Thank you all so much for joining my first watch party. I only really learned what it was today as well. So thank you very much. I can't remember the person's name who came up with the idea, but you'll see the conversation in the Discord. So thank you all so much. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell button so you get notified each time I go live and post a video. It really helps support the channel. On that note, I don't want you to miss any more of the awesome GitHub conference. I am going to stop talking, and we'll chat to you soon. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me here. It was epic. And I will see you all soon. Bye.